And you know, in Pempi, you know, some basi are naturally say it's mostly to clear the waves. So what you say, to the bien same be uncle for eke kanu naturally say very very sad. Na meji this also one shana sa asem no. E bi ato asum. Na se bi ato asum na waji di a mesrewa bomodene na tena say. Na just say in this wow no me nchiri mu na me breaking it down say eyampa ana say yentro na say yentro mpo a adentia eyampa nso a adentia so atma say because it's news are air pick up say coach was panel to OGUM per se or saki some players at the moment actually say most of those news no yentro most of them no yentro actually say any factual basis any factual basis. Now, Mr. Also subscribing. Now, me Kyle say at the moment the team is preparing for what that big game in Amanaso against Iswaterman Football Club. Update if Iswaterman for her banner say, Coach ya prayer kono and no no better bench. Nana and the Sinnerson. Recently, the biggest team are Okosom Kim Faisal. I just say now they were in the Ghana Premier League struggling. He also went to Liberty Professionals Kakra, currently Hoho United or Kakra Kodi Nejuma Oho. But at the moment, team no prepare for that big game. I just say team no league ni muno Kotoko winning against them at their home. And only had dream that coach was pan at OGUM. Jesus says here, actually say, a move behind that out. We be room at Dinty and Kofono. They say, no, Omoden send some air body won't say, coach was pan at OGUM wants these players out. 1. Henry Ansu. 2. Wisdom Fernando Basi, the Nigerian import. And then lastly, Elvis Cheba for actually say, oh no, this season, Besha has here, actually say, almost signing, he came on free transfer. Highly recommended, and then even though he hasn't seen much of football for Kumasi Asante Kotoko there now, so I'll start with Elvis Chiba for because on one day no PK momentum matches and Kofu Eddie Hasem. Who say Elvis Chiba for one day no even though so baya enfano Obekaya against Dreams FC Tuba Ashtutef. Elvis Chiba for picked up an injury. He picked up an injury. I just said since then no team no shut down man updates BR. And from what I'm picking up no, Elvis Chiba is still recovering. Elvis Chiba for Eguzo all recover. Into way no anything say what any player inject 6 months. Ebo say a bit more about 6 months there because he came when the season had ended. He came when the season had ended. Obekaya Democracy Cup, he was around the team. Inti show Elvis Chiba comes in, he's playing even though he hasn't found his feet. You can't tell me that a player who is recovering from injury has been one way or the other dished out by the coach. Dabi, Coach Prosper at OGUM is very patient with players. Obekaya players be bra me to me aside example. She Andrew Sinti me you see. Peter Akwami you see, starting season and not say Onhuso. At the moment, he's one of the best players for Kumasi Asantekotoko. Elvis Chiba would come good. At the moment, he's recovering from injury. Elvis Chiba is recovering from injury. It's very sad to say, yeah, in same BC, Ebebaso. Now, even though say no credit say Elvis Chiba has been a disappointment for many people here. Now, so Coach Prosper at OGUM hasn't called for his head, Davi. Coach no enfre say yem pamunin fitim nimu, Davi. And also, Wisdom Fernando Basi. Ono see a player back one injury and shut down and didn't want for Fisa or matches or arrival or Kotoko. Even though a few of those moments are winning opportunity, Adoni on the shirt of Kotoko no, we prove say he's one player for the good no injury no and shut down Buano. In Pempi, no say Fernando is suffering from hamstring. I just say, and no one adding a church na sign. I just say, Fernando Basi into me the full grip of his position and his role for Kumasi Asante Kotoko on the flanks. na me kai wo say oti asem bia wo baby a misere wa ya na watena se na say unso why then why examine asem no say player no at the moment what's wrong with him at the moment why is he not making the match day squad because answer na Fernando Basi ebeko off no he was in the match day squad sometimes he was starting and then he was making match impact say be injury and ama na eden ayesa the same way a player in a bigger team. Yemfani say Infanto na me you. Yemfani say Messi ako injury. And as you see CR7 ako injury. Not just say all spread the falsehood say Inter Miami coach and I say Nasa coach say Messi and Ronaldo cramp yem pamuno na just say the more they want so in. Now also say you injury and a player no all. I just say all recover. That's the state of the issue around Fernando Basi and Elvis J. Bafo. Munko behind the scenes. You can go behind the scenes. Who am I? One shall name a source man no then akabibia any much remi. Who am I? So what must say? And the last player, Henry Kwame Ansu, one of the players I really revere. Because him last season, Henry Ansu, Yusuf Nudin were the stalwarts of the Asante Kotoko defense. Until say, Coach Postman at OGUM ever started Treba already, Oko Benchi Ansu. Ede Mohammed Sharif, every PMO of Fifi or Arch say, Emma Kotoko Enya a better run of the season. After first round, NHS Mohammed Sharif injury by. And all after those times, and maybe Henry Ansu ebenya say ombo Makotoko no, he struggled. I just say he lost his place, and the main counter he has lost his place because starters like Joseph Ablo, you get people like Samba Uneo to play, they say you get a starting place because Adeba Akwa Ebua both Samba and Ablo ni say. Samba no, naturally he's a French. And Ablon only he has plied his trade in the francophone countries for a while. In the ase ordain or French na kakra, French na the bobo ni di obi. Inti ano na eden eboa no ema ono ne Samba ne den relationship which they on eden solidify. Na we ase dey say adibi farmer wa impimpi na on pese obesesa no. I just say Ansu as a player Angasano, he and his management, they will be frustrated because everybody is saying much. They say, Obia, what told me about? You assured me of what a starting rule. Not just say bimbo. You feel frustrated, but Coach Postman at OGUM has never requested for the exit of any player at the moment. Darby. Coaches won't ask for the exit in this time of the season. They only advise towards bringing players to solidify their rules. And our baby who's on or more laggy. I just say at the moment, no one gets a wishing out to who say the Bokupai Warriors have the best setup from defense to the midfield into the attack. It's them boom, and I just say Coach Postman at OGUM is requesting for an exit. And I may Kai will say if he requests for an exit, it means that one way or the other he has to sign someone to back up. And only as a mere wording of him. I just say Kai will say things like this don't just happen. It's either from the player side or the coach's side through the consultation he would give towards them IMC because they say in coach no we need our powers now onyano in the preseason na man here then instruct say the termination of those contracts and then the non-renewal of those contracts of those players we need our power ni biom say also then a thorough report before anything of that such is done. And now I'm to my catch about what the current happenings in Asante Kotoko. It's about time we come to one slate and agree on many things. Say things can't just be done how they have been done in the past. So what must say? It's a matter of say we nyamre e dey abiti me. Make I will say a big game against his water man, Bomodeni, na PMO hobby. In Obiano, Bobby Makomati Asante Kotoko. We shall meet in our next video. Bye bye.